Hi guys, good afternoon, happy Sunday to you, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing what I thought of the solid opening episode to Season 2 of our new favorite spin-off show, The Walking Dead, Dead City. That's right, Season 2 has premiered on AMC Plus. It drops on AMC later tonight, but I've got AMC Plus, so I've seen it already. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it while watching it with my trusted Lucille replica right here. Fitting enough because a new Lucille 2.0 made her debut in this episode with some interesting upgrades. Now, before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Dead City, which is the first episode of Season 2, or perhaps if you didn't see the Season 1 finale from a few years ago, you don't want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, it's so good to see Maggie and Negan again. Feels like it's been a minute. I think it has been a minute. It's been about 2 years since we saw them last. The Season 1 finale was like the summer of 2023. And then obviously we had the actor and writer strike hold production up for a while. And then they finally resumed production in 2024, I think. So now the show is finally with us after a 2-year gap, and it's great to have them back. It's nice to have a Walking Dead property to watch and look forward to again after such a long hiatus, with the main show over and Fear over and Tales probably done as well. And until the third season of Daryl Dixon comes out, Dead City's going to have to fill that Walking Dead void in our lives, and I'm glad it's here to fill that void. So what this episode did an excellent job of is reminding us and establishing where our two leads are physically. Like, Negan's still in New York with the Croat and his people and the Dama. And Maggie is with her people, who are now seemingly under the rule of the Babylon Federation, a new survivors colony or something like that. Thanks to Armstrong, the marshal who was hunting Negan in Season 1. Although it seems that both Armstrong and Maggie have their reservations about how the Federation of Babylon conducts and carries themselves, because they did some seemingly questionable things like hanging a man for desertion, which is something they would do probably in the Old West, but we are in a post-apocalyptic, futuristic America, and, well, that would probably be something that would happen in a post-apocalypse, hanging somebody for desertion, or any other crime for that matter. So it seems like Maggie isn't too thrilled with her current living situation for herself, her son Herschel, and Ginny, the girl Negan was caring for, and the rest of their people. And Negan doesn't seem too happy with his current situation, where they want him to become a powerful tyrant again and unite all of these warring factions and groups of survivors in New York City to unite against a common threat, which would be the Federation of Babylon, as they now want to get their hands on this new precious resource that is methane produced by walkers. Because I believe the people of Babylon are running out of their own natural resources, so now they've got to look elsewhere. So basically, this episode did a fantastic job of establishing our two opposing forces with our two lead characters in opposite sides of the line, and setting us up for another inevitable Maggie and Negan confrontation. But what's really interesting is how both they are reluctantly in their respective positions. And they're both there out of necessity, out of needs for survival. Like, in order to ensure the survival and safety of his wife and son, Negan is now playing the part of tyrant again, much to the amusement and the pleasing of the Croat and the Dama. And Maggie is seemingly going on this exploratory mission with Armstrong and some other folks to check out New York to see what it's like, in order to lay down the plans for an invasion of New York. And she's doing that out of necessity to protect Herschel and her people. So it'll be interesting to see in the coming episodes just what kind of relationship or confrontation Maggie and Negan have set up for them and how they're going to handle and react to one another. And will they try to bring peace to both their sides, or will they both fight till the death for their respective forces because they both want to preserve or take the methane for themselves or for their people? It remains to be seen. But this episode did a fantastic job setting up the conflict, the two opposing groups, our two lead characters in those respective groups, introducing some new characters, both good and bad, especially in the form of beloved character actor Kim Coates, who does a phenomenal job in every bad guy villain performance you can think of. I was so excited when they announced that he was going to be joining this show in the second season. And of course, he's some kind of post-apocalyptic rich businessman type who's thriving in the apocalypse. And it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to the likes of both Negan and Maggie. So I'm really looking forward to that performance because we got a glimpse of him in this episode. He didn't really say or do much, but it was just a delight to see him there. Also, talking about an upgraded Lucille, it appears thanks to the Crow Out, Negan's got a new Lucille. And I thought he was just going to bash that guy's head in, but instead he just zapped him thanks to a little button right here that briefly zapped him or electrocuted him, but it didn't kill him. And it was a way to get them to come around to their way of thinking about, hey, you know what? Whether you guys want to do this for the common good or for each other, I don't really give a damn. You're going to fight for us one way or another. Basically, threat of death, so to speak. So I like that. This was a great, solid opener to a very exciting, thrilling season that we have ahead of us, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's in store for us based on what I've seen alone in this episode and the behind-the-scenes look of what went into the making of this episode. I think we're in for a real treat this season. I am very, very excited, as I hope you guys are as well. So what did you all think of the Season 2 premiere of Dead City? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and weekend overall if I don't see you. The Walking Dead, Dead City is back with its second season, dropping new episodes every Sunday on AMC and AMC Plus. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.